Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that. I can't read it. There's no words on it. I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. No. We'll do it live. Do it live.
Oh, it was your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
HBD, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
HBD, bro.
We can talk about it here in a sec.
Oh, no, that's all. We just wanted to acknowledge it.
Oh, okay. Musings for the podcast. I'm the only one that's hadn't written anything. Good. Okay. Good.
I've pressed record on my end. Grace, are you recording on your separate deal?
Yeah.
Me too.
All right. Okay,
what are you recording?
I think we should put this part into the podcast.
I'm recording with GarageBand.
Okay.
That's what I'm recording with right now. All right, but before we get into the meat and potatoes, I need everybody to sync. So
no, wait. I got tea in my hand. I had a cup in my hand. Okay. I had to put it down.
Okay.
Oh my God.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, Michael, that was bad.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Wait, let's try it again. We did a couple last time.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
We did.
No. If you look back at the video, anyway. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
That was almost worse.
Well, you know what? It's a delay, so we'll just get it all figured out later. But welcome.
You can edit out my coughs, right, Alec?
I can try to edit out your coughs. But welcome to the show where you have me, Aleksei Pavlov, moderating, Michael Penn co-hosting, the man of the hour, and this thing we call a person, Grace Pavlov, is also here. So we kind of already got ahead of ourselves. This past weekend was my birthday. This is 27.
Did you rage it?
No, I did not. But I had a wonderful experience doing sporting things. But with that being said, I wanted to bring attention to an email I received that I put in our little group chat.
Oh, yeah.
This comes from Douglas McCartney. He is from Scotland. And Douglas says, "Hi, just wanted to say I really enjoy the podcast. We appreciate you listening. I feel like you guys have got better every week as we've gotten used to this," is basically what he's saying.
Until the reading of this email, which is
until
very smooth. Gone really downhill. Alec, why are you?
Well, it's also a fact that Grace kind of got me flustered a little bit, which is why I started roasting her at the beginning of this, because she rushed me into.
Sorry, do you want me to read the email?
No, it's okay. I'm an undergrad maths student here in the UK. You can read along with me if you want, because that's literally what it said. So initially found it through Michael's maths channel. Despite the lack of maths, I have kept listening because the interaction between you guys is really funny. If you are looking for suggestions, I reckon, great word, you could have episodes where you teach the other two sports photography. I like that idea. And Grace teaches you and Michael lacrosse.
Yeah, these are great ideas. Also, before we talk more about those ideas, so in the UK and perhaps other UK adjacent countries like Australia and stuff, they say maths instead of math.
Australia?
This is a thing. I don't mean next to, I mean with relation to the UK.
Australia is not close to the UK.
No, that's why I said I don't mean close to, I mean with relation to. They have a relationship with the UK.
That didn't transfer.
They're in the Commonwealth.
That is true.
Yeah, they say maths instead of math.
Yeah, it was so funny hearing you read that, Alec, because the way
you went hard on that S.
Yeah, you did. Yes. And it's so unnatural. I've gotten used to it now. Now it's just like maths. It's just maths. You don't have to maths.
Slytherin.
But no, thank you, Douglas. I actually, when Alex sent that into the group chat, it made me feel really good, because it's nice to have that. It's nice to see that people are taking a liking, or that it's being
that this isn't
well.
just going into the void.
Yeah, or that
and
it's
you know,
like really annoying.
I gotta give Douglas all the credit in the world, because I don't know if I really put out my email like that on any of our. I mean,
Oh yeah. How'd
he
that
probably just
happen?
did some digging and found my email, and good on
Yeah.
you.
Is it on your Instagram?
I believe so. I think there's an option, if I recall, that you can like click like email, and I think my
Yeah.
Gmail is connected. So
So
could have
booyah.
been true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
And greetings from Belfast, neighbor. That was
I
me
think
saying hi to
there's like a
Douglas.
whole
Grace wants to feel
country in
important.
between, right?
What?
Isn't like all of England in between Northern Ireland and Scotland?
No.
Grace doesn't know geography, and we're learning this right now.
No. Michael doesn't know geography is what I'm learning right now. No, Ireland is its own island. Northern Ireland is on the northern tip of it.
Right.
Scotland, it goes Scotland. Shut up, Alec. You have Scotland, little cup of Wales, and then England is a whole other separate.
Oh, you are completely right. Yeah. No, I put Ireland more to the southwest.
No,
yeah. No, Northern Ireland
across.
is right across from Scotland. That's my bad. I was well wrong.
Michael, you
Eat
don't have
your
to apologize.
words, Alec. Eat your
do
words.
not have to apologize. I'm not eating anything
Eat
except for
your
Chipotle
words.
after my workout today. So there you go. But how is everybody's week? How's the world treating everybody?
Oh,
Grace,
it's
you
good.
want to talk about
Good to
something that
quite
you
good.
experienced on your vacation that you called me for, and that we recently got resolved?
I recently got it resolved. Okay,
Sure.
so I haven't even, the last time I spoke to mom was the day I was leaving, or the day before I left. So I texted her yesterday because I got I got to
tell everyone where you went.
I'm getting to that, Michael.
Okay.
Give me a second, okay?
Grace is so flustered.
Yeah, because it's just too much has gone on in the last like week. It's been a lot to take in. Okay, so anyway, I got a mark back. I need to put out the good news first. I got a really good mark back on one of my assignments that I submitted. Really proud of it. She gave me really good feedback as well, very constructive. And she said that what my line of reasoning and like my opinion was very original. And it was really interesting to see somebody, like take that kind of argument given the topic. It was about mind-body dualism. And basically I said that like, the question was like, is it really defensible? And I said like to an extent, but the more it becomes defensible, the more it just becomes mind-body interactionalism or some shit, something I forget the exact words. Anyway, so I told mom said, oh, good job. So I was in Magaluf, which is in Palma de Mallorca, which is an island in the Mediterranean off of Spain. It's part of Spain. I was there for 4 nights with my friends, and it was a good time. And it was such a good time that it was like really, really good on the first night that I was there. And long story short, because we have to keep this short.
We have to keep it kosher as well.
Keep it kosher. Long story short, I wanted to go to the beach. Long story short, I didn't have pockets. Long story short, I had my phone. Girl runs to beach. The beach gets really deep really quickly. I trip. Phone, water, meet. Salt water in phone meet. Phone turn on after water.
Yeah, I mean the newer phones have like water resistance, but you don't.
Phone later died.
Okay.
Yeah, but that salt water can fuck up everything.
Really?
Yeah. That salt water can fuck up anything.
Night one, my phone is fucking toasted. Like, we're talking totaled. Luckily, I had my iPad. It honestly caused a lot of stress, but I handled it very well. It was my friend's birthday. It meant I couldn't log into social media, but it's honestly fine. Like, I still don't have a phone. I'm doing great. Like, I have Snapchat because that's mostly to like communicate with people.
Wrong. You're not doing great.
Let me lie. Okay, Alex, just
Let me lie just a little bit.
Let me lie just a little bit. But really good news is that I was thinking my plan was to go on this website called Back Market. You can buy an old phone and you just put it's an unlocked phone. You just put your SIM in. It's fine. Phones are considerably cheaper. I can get like an iPhone 10 for like under 200 quid. Really easy. And it works just the same, right? So I was like, okay, I'll just do that. But then I obviously made an Apple Store appointment. Went to the Apple Store yesterday. Got really good news from the Apple Store. So I went in. I was early. They sat me down early though, and they gave me like the whole shindig about it. They're like, oh, so water damage, it'd be really easy to replace it. Da 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 da. I was okay, great, because I have Apple Care. So now usually when you get a phone replaced from Apple Care, you have to pay like a fee, right? It's like $50 somewhere under 100. This one was like 70 quid or something. But they said to me, they were like, so where did you buy this phone? I said the US. They were like, so your Apple Care, I assume, is also under the US. And I was like, yes. And they were like, okay, so we can't replace this phone for you here because the models and makes of the phones are different. And like in overseas and shit. So they like, we can order it in. And I was like, that's perfectly fine if you guys order me in a phone. Michael totally just does not care. It gets really happy though. It's gonna miss it. Anyway.
But just continue the story.
Alec, this is what I was gonna tell you yesterday on FaceTime.
Okay.
I can still hear. I have my headphones.
Yeah.
He's just not in the frame.
I'm just like, it's cold and I'm going to warm up while the
He's gonna go
story is
stand by the
going on.
heater.
Yeah.
You're gonna go stand by the heater. Nice. You can edit that part out.
Sure. Okay. I won't, but okay.
Can you?
No. Why?
Because it's gross.
Okay,
sick
yeah, it's
again.
gross. So don't like sneeze or cough or sniffle in front of the mic. Like it's just that
Well,
simple.
I didn't move.
Well, yeah,
Anyway.
By the way, listeners, just know that like when we beef with each other on this, it's all in
I think
good
they
fun.
get it. I think they get it.
I hope that they get it, but sometimes
You're just a
I don't
bitch.
Grace, I don't know if you remember, and like this is a sidetrack before like Michael like sits back down, but like there was a time where I was like teasing you when we were living in Seattle. This was like when you were very young, so I don't even think you remember this. But I was teasing you a little bit, and this woman comes up to both of us and was like, "Stop picking on her." And I'm like, "She's my sister." And she's like, "So?" I'm like, "Okay." And like literally as she's yelling at me, you come and hug me on my side, and I'm like embracing you as well. So it's like,
Yeah, no.
like, so what's your beef, woman? By the way, there are plenty of crazy people in like everywhere, but there are a lot of crazies in Seattle. Let me tell you something. A lot of people that
Let
wish
me
they could
tell
be
you
mad at a lot of
something.
things.
Well, anyway, great sidetrack from my amazing story.
Yes, because this is a podcast about you. Continue.
Yeah, this is,
Precisely.
we're really off to a banging start here, guys.
This is a great story.
I know, but just like all the interjections and coughs and stuff, I don't know, man. Okay. So your phone,
basically,
they're different in the US.
In the UK.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Apple Care.
So they say to me, they're like, we can get you a new phone. It's going to be here in 3 to 5 working days. I was like, perfect. I can be with phone for like another week. That's fine. I've already had one for not.
Yeah.
Something just said, please charging. What was that?
What's going on?
Oh, sorry. I thought my headphones are like dying or something.
Oh my gosh, Grace. On
Anyway, what?
You didn't prepare by charging stuff?
Oh my goodness. I actually brought my laptop charger for this, man.
I have chargers.
Michael puts on
I have
his
a charger.
hood, puts it over his face. Just very upset. Anyway. I'm gonna put my hood on too.
Long story short.
You've said that 5 times.
I don't have to pay the excess fee here in the UK because it's the US AppleCare and AppleCare phones. I don't have to pay it because they can't charge me. They can't charge me in USD. And with the current conversion rates, it just won't happen. And I was like, bet. So I get a free fucking new phone. Amazing. The same exact model, everything lit, right? And guess what? So I was about to leave. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. Like, oh, you've been amazing. She's like, oh, of course, of course. And she's like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Look at this. And I was like, what? Because they ran diagnostics on my phone, right? How they usually do at the Genius Bar. And she goes, and it says time remaining with AppleCare. Guess how many days left I had of my AppleCare?
2 days.
4.
Wow.
I had 4.
What a plot twist.
4 days before my AppleCare expired.
What a plot twist.
And boom, that would have been $400, $400, $500.
$400. That's like 200 quids.
It's more like 3, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, crazy, right?
And the reason why I'm brought up in this story is because she called me in a frantic rush before she learned that she could get her phone for free. And she wanted me to send her a small loan of $400. but then as soon as she found out that she could, she did the next best thing and called me at 6 o'clock in the morning to say that I didn't
gotta
have to
check
pay
on
her.
that conversion. The time changed, Grace.
Like it was like noon. I thought he'd be up. I thought he'd have work. It was a Wednesday.
Yeah, it was a Wednesday, but I'm still asleep.
You wake up early. Stop complaining.
Grace, oh my god.
I told you
6
before.
is early. I don't even. I wake up at like 6:15 or 6:30. Like I'm not even up at 6.
I woke up at 11.
Wow. The life as a college student is just so rough and
We're really off to a good
everybody
start.
else.
This is the
So
worst
yeah,
episode
basically crisis.
so far.
Fucking
All
emergency.
episodes get better until this one.
Oh no, this is a great episode.
This is great, Michael. It's just because you're not talking.
Yeah. Michael, how's
Sure.
your life?
Sure.
Oh, it's good. Everything's great over here. Yeah, I'm like, there's this big thing called the Symposium of Artists and Scholars on our campus. Like in a couple of weeks, I'm giving the like big presentation, the talk there. I'm going to talk about building community and math. It's going to be great. I'm going to live stream it, I think.
I'm sorry?
I'm going to live stream it, I think.
Oh.
It's going to be awesome.
Are you gonna bring in your YouTube community to this?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that a little bit.
A little bit.
My Discord. You know, I have a Discord.
What is a Discord?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I know
It's-
vaguely what it is, but
Okay, you know, like an internet chat room.
yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, except it's all through this like sort of one app now. Like all of those have been sort of taken over by this one app called Discord, where you have sort of the combination of a chat room and a meeting place and a forum all in one.
Mm.
So you can have voice chat there. You can like do all sorts of stuff on Discord.
Is it like a club? Do you have to be invited to a Discord?
No, you can just join one. I mean, it depends. Like there are private Discords and there are public Discords. So you can join a public Discord. Like mine is public, or you can start a private Discord. Like I have 69 people online right now on my Discord.
Jeez. And
You know,
are
they're
they
like
talking about
memeing it
anything?
up and stuff.
Memeing it up.
Yeah. Anyway,
Interesting.
it's cool. Yeah.
Well, I hate to bring up sports, man, but
Why will you?
Well, because this past weekend I went and saw the Ohio State University Buckeyes play their spring game, and I got to take some photos.
Wait, what
I almost
sport?
What?
What
Said
sport?
football.
Football.
Wait, I thought football was over.
Football America. Well, okay,
I thought it
so
was like I thought it was the great time of the year where people don't talk about football.
well, okay,
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
So in college football, typically there is what is called spring training, and we have this one
because you got to stay in shape.
Because you have to stay in shape, and because college kids are not reliable enough to do it themselves, they're not paid professionals in a sense. The team has to put on these workouts, activities, pads,
Yeah,
whatever.
and then they have games for it or something.
They have one game. It's just one game, and what it is, it's a scrimmage. It's not really like a full game. Like there's no kickoff, there's no real punting, like punt teams on the field. Like the punter and the returner are on the field, and the kickoff setter and the kickoff returner are on the field. But it's just like a controlled environment where
are they maybe not hitting each other as hard?
Well, there are some live fire moments, but like in the spring game that I covered, there's the starting running back for the Buckeyes. His name is Travion Henderson. Shout out to that man. He's a really cool person.
So who's it against?
It's against the same. So it's
an inter squad. Is that the right word?
It's a scrimmage would be the proper way to like place it, I guess.
So did a lot of people go to this game?
Oh, there were a ton of people. Michael, I don't know if you saw my photos on Instagram,
I did, but
I
don't.
Alex's favorite sentence is, I don't know if you saw my photos.
Were you on the field taking photographs?
Not just making fun.
Yes, I was on the field taking photographs. And there's this moment, and I'll probably include the video in front of us so that people can understand what I'm saying. But there was a moment where I was in the end zone, and the play was running to to their right side, my left, and CJ Stroud just tossed a ball up into the corner of the end zone, which is where I was located, like I'm sitting down, like taking photos, and I have a new lens, so I was like zoomed in at like 600 millimeters, so like I'm not seeing
600.
so I'm not seeing the guys that are like rolling around like immediately in front of me, and then all I hear is "oh shit" from one of the players like close by, and 3 Buckeyes completely deck this one woman. Her name's Julia Wright. She's a great individual and a great sport, because I turn around and I see one of the players like help her up off the ground, and from where I'm standing, it's concrete. Like it's not turf or anything. It's not padded surface. It's concrete. And she like fell down really hard. She was carrying 2 cameras. And like, I asked her like if she was okay. And she was like, no, I'm just really embarrassed. I'm fine though. And I got a text from one of the kids that I cover at North Union. Trey texted me and was like, hey, are you at the Scarlet and Gray game? Because I think I just saw you almost get taken out. and I told the woman, Julia, and I said, this game is televised. So turns out a lot of people saw this happen to you. and she goes, oh my goodness. And she gets a text from one of the people that she works with as well, saying like, I hope you're okay, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, she's okay. She was okay, but she definitely felt sore afterwards. And shout out to her. She drove me back to my car. Very, very appreciative. I like the photography world and the people that I meet. So that was an interesting story. But the highlight of my time was probably finally meeting a kid from my area that I cover. His name's Gabe Powers. He was the #1 recruit in Ohio, linebacker. And I got to see him play for the first time in person. And I took a few photos of him, and they seemed to like it. So it's a great time. It's a great time. I got 3 Ohio State Buckeyes that now follow me after all of my pictures that I've posted. Got several likes from some of the guys on the team. So But now I'm back to that lacrosse grind, as they say.
Yeah.
But that was my weekend.
I mean, they definitely talk about the lacrosse grind. I hear about that all the time.
Do you?
Nope.
Not at all.
Nope.
Not at all. But yeah, no, that's just
one of my students is on their lacrosse team.
Is
Randolph's... she missed for a game.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, my niece is playing lacrosse. It's awesome.
And what'd she say about that?
What do you say to that, right? She was like,
hey, to what?
Cool, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's...
I don't know if Randolph's lacrosse team is good. It's a good question.
Do you know what conference y'all are in?
Nope. I mean, we can find that out.
I can figure that out. That is
I have news.
Yeah.
What's the news?
Alec already knows this. I am. So this year I was a secretary of the lacrosse club at Queen's University Belfast. And next year, for my final year, I will be the president of the lacrosse club.
That's great. So what does that allow you to do?
I loved the
put a line on your
enthusiasm.
resume.
Yeah, precisely. No. It's just like making sure everything's running, organizing the meetings and, being that first line of contact if people need to between the committee members and
the
rest of the team and stuff. Yeah.
So Randolph is in the ODAC.
That's
so
cool.
Old Dominion Athletic Conference.
Old Dominion Athletic. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Never heard of
Old Dominion. I think that maybe just Virginia.
Yeah. Well,
it's Virginia and then maybe also North Carolina.
There's probably a lot of really good competition up in North Carolina, but I think Randolph's a Division III school, right? That's the size of it.
We are.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
I mean, we're small, right? We only have 500 students or something.
That is very small.
Yeah.
I remember Earlham had 900 students on campus, but in total over 1,000, but it wasn't that much over 1,000.
Yeah.
Grace, you should try to institute men's lacrosse at Queens.
Apparently there used to be a team, but
there's not a lot of interest. Is that the...
Yeah, I don't think there's enough people. Yeah. I mean, we struggled getting girls on our team.
Yeah, but you guys have a sizable team though. Pretty sizable.
Yeah.
So it's fully student run, right?
Yeah. Well, no.
So who's your coach?
My coach is D. McKinn. I think that's her last name.
No, I mean what's your coach's job? Is their only job to coach?
She's a teacher. She's a teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
But isn't she on the national team?
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
She has been. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So she's played but she just had a baby this past year, but she's getting back into it, So she's she tried out again for the team and all that stuff. But yeah, so she coaches us on the side. Yeah.
So it's way different. Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's not, yeah.
Michael has a plan. Michael, what's your plan?
I mean, this has just been no plans over here, right?
What?
This whole day. I don't know how Alec is gonna edit this together to make it interesting. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about something that's been around in the climbing world for a long time.
Right.
But I've seen it get into the broader population, this idea, but I don't think it's widely known yet. So I think it would be interesting to talk about. And that is the 3 types of fun. So this is maybe not only in the climbing world, but sort of the outdoor adventure type world is like the place where this has been for a long time. Okay. So type 1 fun. So type 1 fun is like actually fun. So you're having fun while it's happening. So it would be like, I don't know, like going to a party or, doing something that's enjoyable at the time, whatever is enjoyable for you. Okay.
Right.
So if there was only one type of fun, this wouldn't be very interesting because I just said type 1 fun is actually fun. So type 2 fun is miserable when it's happening, but after the fact, looking back on it, it is fun. So like that would be like running a marathon or something, right? So that would be type 2 fun, because generally while you're running the marathon, it kind of hurts, right? But you look back on the running of the marathon and you're like, oh, well, I really achieved something. That was fun. Or maybe going on like a big adventure with your friends in the mountains or something, like you're suffering, but in the end, you're like, I'm glad I did that. That was fun. Right. Mm-hmm. So for example, I've got this like story where I went bouldering with my friend Adam in Rocky Mountain National Park. So that would be type 1 fun, because we were like bouldering in Rocky Mountain National Park. It was just super fun. But when we were hiking out, we got lost and it became dark. We got totally lost off trail and it was dark. And we decided to like bivvy on the ground. So like sleep inside our crash pads, like in the open until the morning so that we could find our way out. And so that part of it was like type 2 fun. So, not super fun to sleep on the ground, in a place where there are most definitely mountain lions at the time. But afterwards, you're like, yeah, that was fun. Okay. So type 3 fun. So type 3 fun is like not very fun at all. But maybe telling the story is fun. So like some examples of type 3 fun would be maybe
Michael,
like,
I don't think we give your personal story for that, because I think I understand what you're saying.
What?
How rude are you, Grace? That is just, oh my goodness. Grace is just very impatient
type
today.
3 fun would be like you broke a bone. It was never fun happening. Not even fun happening when you look back on it, but it's like sort of fun to tell the story.
Yeah. And I can tell you, my entire trip to Magaluf was all those different types of fun. Yeah.
It was all those types of fun?
All those types of funs in different, because different things led to different funs.
Yeah. So maybe give some examples.
So I would say for the type 3 type of fun.
Okay.
That was just absolutely not fun at all.
Yeah.
So on our way to the airport, my third friend was, so there's 3 of us. My third friend was leaving. She was doing her own trip to Milan. But me and my friend Deli, we're going to like
hang out with.
Oh, the flights are like 20 quid.
You like just only know jet setters?
Dudes, my flight was like 60 pounds for
there and back. Keep going.
It's crazy cheap. It's crazy cheap to travel from here, or at least from Dublin. But so we were going to the airport, right? In Palma. Our flight was out at 6 a.m. We thought we'd just be able to take a bus at 4 a.m. and get there and everything's going to be sweet. No, the last bus stop's running at 12:30. I don't have a phone, right? So I can't give us directions. She has a phone, but it only works on data. So we only have screenshots of directions once we get to the last bus stop to get to the airport, right? Because it says it's like a 3-5 kilometer walk. And we're like, that can't be right. That can't be right, right? So we just wait till we get bus drops us off. Bus drops us off. We look around. We're like, where the fuck is the airport, right? And then she has this screenshot of the map and we see where it takes us. And it is this long dark into nothingness
Yeah.
path.
Like you're gonna get murdered.
Like we're definitely gonna get fucking murdered. Like it was no, like, and and on the other side, like then there's a highway you can see over yonder because there's like a thing that goes whatever. And then beyond that is like the airport, but it's like but the big lights from the airport are like shining directly towards us. So it's hard to see what's in front of you.
Sure, yeah.
Because the light's shining towards you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Michael, when I say like that was the most terrified I've ever been in my life. It was so terrifying. And it's funny in retrospect, but I say it because it was like, wow, we actually could have died. Like, because it was so long. It was like 3 kilometers of walking in like high grass, kind of like really sketchy trail with a random house all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And then down one sidewalk there's this one like divot right out. I see like a parked car. I'm like, no. And it's like pitch black. It's pitch black. Terrifying.
So there was no transportation right to the airport?
Right? That's what we thought. We were like, this makes absolutely no sense. Yeah. And then we get to the bridge to cross over the highway, and there's
like
a car
Uber?
parked right there. No, just a random car parked.
No, but you could have taken an Uber or something.
Yeah, but we're not. Well, I guess, but we don't. I don't think they don't have Uber.
Oh.
And she also doesn't have service, so we can't call a call.
Oh, right.
I don't have a phone.
Yeah.
So it's like, And there's this guy parked in this car, and it's super suspicious. And there's like nobody around for miles. Like there's nobody around here.
Mm-hmm.
Like not even cars driving out. And so we just end up having to, once we cross that, we get on this road and we're walking down this road. We walk through the entire long stay parking lot at the airport, and then finally get to the Palma airport. But oh my gosh, I will never, that should have been illegal for Google Maps to tell us that was an okay way to walk. Because it was like 2 a.m. in the morning. And I swear we were going to get like shanked.
Yeah. So this is your type 3 fun. It was not
3.
fun at
Not
any
fun.
moment. But
Not
like
fun at any moment.
you're happy. It's fun that you didn't die.
It's really fun that I didn't die. Yeah.
And
Like
the
that's
story
like,
is good.
Yeah, that's like the one time that like, cause I'm not a very fearful person where like genuinely think like this could be it.
Yeah.
That was one of those. I was like, this could
Okay, give us
actually
some type 2 funds.
Type 2 funds. What the situation that happened to my phone?
Okay.
I had a great fun time. I was doing it. I had all fun, but also just definitely not fun that I dropped my phone in the water.
You weren't like in real danger.
No.
You look back on it more lightheartedly than the other
Yeah.
story. And then I'm sure there was lots of type 1 funds that, maybe
lots of type 1 funds.
Don't need to hear about.
we had a
All
good
right.
time.
What about you, Aleksei?
Oh, I have a type 1 fund.
Please give him a second.
Can you hear me? You guys can't hear me, can you?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, I
Gotta
don't
give
know if
him a
Michael
second.
can.
Well,
Michael, why do you just keep saying give me a
Can't
second?
hear you.
Oh, so he can't hear me. I don't know. I've been
My
trying to-
AirPods
Now
are
everybody's
something on my end.
choppy.
Oh, there we go. My AirPods stopped desyncing. Okay, now can you hear me and I can hear you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can hear you. Can you hear
Mhm.
us?
Yeah.
Yeah, are we good?
All right. Yes, we're good. But if we could, my garage band quit on me. So if we could just do another clap, and I'll try to edit when we splice this up.
Gotta do another clap.
All right, just give me
2, 3, 4, 5.
3, 2, 1. All right, thank you. That's all I needed.
That was terrible.
So I'm sorry,
Okay.
Michael. What was your question again? We ran into some technical difficulties. Hopefully,
I don't remember.
it'll all get sorted out. But Michael, what was your question to me?
I don't remember. Oh yeah, give us some examples of like your types of fun.
So type 1 fun, that is just fun in the moment.
Actual fun.
Actual fun. Well, I mean, if we're talking just like everyday activities, I believe
I mean, you
that,
don't have to think very hard about this one, dude.
No, I don't. I mean, playing my PS4 brings me type 1 fun.
Yeah. You
Working
like
out.
playing the video games. You haven't got that
Working-
PS5 yet?
No, man. There are so many games on PS4 that I haven't even touched that my investment needs to be with PlayStation 4 for like the foreseeable future. But
All right,
working
type
out,
1 fun, playing video
photography,
photography,
working out, like I said, and
working out. Working out's type 1 fun all the time. I mean, it's
not
never
all the
like a
time.
grind where you're like, oh, this is hard right now. It's gonna pay
There
off.
is definitely. I think
those abs.
Yeah,
I think-
how's
I
that
think-
going?
Oh, the abs just not coming in at all. And that's
Gotta
fine
eat
with me
less.
because I love my body, and that's okay. My body is unique, and I love my body. Grace is trying to make me feel self-conscious about it, but I won't let her.
That is not what I was trying to do, but you were so headstrong about getting abs.
You were.
And so headstrong.
yeah.
Quit.
But
I think you
here's the
could
thing.
if you really wanted to just take Michael's advice.
Yeah, it's
Eat
not
less.
super worth it.
I only eat like one meal a day, so like I don't know how.
Yeah,
much
but what
less
is
I
your
can
one
do
meal a
that.
day?
Rice, chicken, eggs, beef.
Yeah.
All those things.
Salad, yeah. All those things at once.
You gotta eat more vegetables, dude.
Well, okay then.
Gotta
You put a
stop.
little
well,
I
you
can't
do a little
believe
couple
you-
of grass clippings in there and call it a
I can't believe
day.
you guys are still eating meat.
I don't eat meat that often.
I really think that this is going to be a thing that like future generations look back and they're like, I can't believe you guys did that. I really think that's going to be the case.
Okay. So
Yeah, in like
since we're
100,
on this,
200, 300
Yeah,
years.
no, it might be a long time. Yeah, it might be a long
Okay.
time, but I really think that's going to be the case.
since
I've got this
since
friend
we're
that
on this-
works. He's in a startup. Maybe I've told this story before. I'm cutting Aleksei off like scissors cut paper.
It's okay. It's fine. I understand.
Anyway, so I've got this friend that works in a startup in the Valley. Ooh. And anyway, Tandem, it's like this great co-working thing. You guys should check it out. Anyway,
Haha, in
he
tandem.
says that they're like these lab grown meat startups have produced lab grown meat that people have eaten already. Like it's actual like muscle tissue that was grown in a lab. What do you guys think of that? I mean, so it doesn't have the health benefits, right? Because it's identically similar to meat grown on the animal, but it has the benefits of the ethical benefits, right? You're not killing anything, and probably
Yeah.
the environmental benefits. It probably takes a lot less resources to make.
Yeah, this is my thing. Is that like eating meat did not become a problem until it happened on such a wide scale.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And until it became like until
Industrialized.
chicken started getting industrialized, and until chicken started getting injected with hormones, cows were fed corn, all of that stuff. I personally think I have no interest if it's between lab grown meat or grass fed free range cows and chickens. I'm doing free range grass fed, you know?
So like, but here's the thing, like the population of the planet is big, right?
Yeah.
And there's not enough land for everyone to eat a diet
think
of
there
meat
needs
if
to-
it's
I think there-
raised ethically like that, like
No,
like
yeah, but I don't
grass
think
fed, and there's just not enough space. Like,
that's under the assumption of how often people do. I think people should eat less meat.
so you think that
to
the
evade that.
answer is like
Moderation.
humanely farmed meat, like grass fed and all this kind of stuff, and then everyone scales back their
Yeah.
intake until that is doable.
Yeah. Because we domesticated those animals hundreds of years ago. They can't live in the wild by themselves anyway.
Right.
It's part of the natural ecosystem, I think.
Yeah.
Like that we've created for ourselves.
I agree with that. Like our evolution is tied to their evolution.
Exactly. And I don't think people like, I don't know. I feel like I learned this habit from mom, but like, just, you don't need some things all the time. Like I remember every time we'd go out for dinner, I'd always want to get a soda because we never had soda at home.
Mm-hmm.
But mom would still give us a face when we wanted to order soda. She'd be like, you're just getting water, but then when we really had soda, we really appreciated it. And, maybe when we got older and we could have soda whenever we wanted, it was a little bit, didn't do the best for our bodies. You'd say, Alec, and once you moved out, right, you probably like ate more of the things you weren't allowed to eat at home, right?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd say the same. I'd be like, oh, I never could buy this for myself before. So I think but it makes it more like special. I'm realizing that, like having like for me, I'll have like a soda at work because I can get it for like free. Right. And it'll pass the time while I'm working because I don't get a break because I don't work 6 hours at a time. But like that kind of thing, it's like, oh, it's a treat. So what if people started treating meat and those kinds of things like that themselves? Like when mom came over, we went grocery shopping and I got sausage patties and chicken and they're in the fridge or in the freezer. And so those are there for like backup meals that are like vaguely, healthy, right? And also it's like for a special occasion, I'll cook myself some really nice chicken, but in the meantime, I'm going to be eating some Tesco meal deals. Anyway, I fell off of that, but I hope you get what I'm saying.
This is kind of how I see from like my own standpoint, and actually a personal goal of mine, Michael. I don't know if this jives with either one of you, but like I really like the concept of bow hunting. I think it is primal.
Where did that come from?
Hear me out.
We're listening.
So the idea of bow hunting, it's primal. It's what our forefathers and foremothers have done to get whatever they could to eat. I want to get to a sustainable place in my life where the only meat that I consume is one that I obtain myself. Elk, deer, anything like that, because I believe in the same stuff that y'all believe in the fact that the industrialization of fast food and just food in general has really, for lack of a better term, fucked up everyone's diet and nutrition. So I like the idea of being able, and that's why I kind of like dig Ohio in a sense where it's like there are places where you can go out and do that, and there are ways in which you can get your license to hunt however means you want. I just, my personal take is that a gun is just too easy. I would like to at least stare down my prey before I ultimately end its life, but thank it for.
Yeah, I really don't think Michael's gonna like this.
Yeah, I don't get it, right? Like, right. I mean, you're still ending a life. Like you're still like ending the life of a being that has emotion and feels pain.
Do we know that?
Yeah, I think that's been documented. But I mean, getting away from that, let's say that you don't agree with, the worth of that argument. That can't be done at scale, right? There are like 7 billion people on the earth. Like,
yeah, but nothing, even if there was something that could be done on the scale, it'd never be done.
I mean, we're doing something at scale right now.
What?
But it
comes
everyone's eating a lot of meat at scale. Right?
Yeah, but that's the positive. The negative is, I think, harder. I don't think to like it. because it didn't happen overnight, all of us eating meat, right? To the scale talk, it'd have to backtrack incrementally down, but I don't think it's gonna, I don't know.
I mean, I think people are eating less.
Not a lot
now.
of people to convince. Yeah, because I definitely.
I don't see the big deal. Like in 1997.
But chicken's
like,
so good.
I made the decision to be vegan because I thought it was like the best thing for the planet and the most sustainable way to live. Like, I don't understand like how me in 1997 could have thought this. And like now a lot of people think that, but are not like making the decision.
Are you judging us?
Well,
maybe.
This is one thing that I wanted to bring to your attention, Michael.
I think Michael wanted to respectfully throw a shade.
So
a shade has been thrown.
Are you
blame our mother? No, I'm just kidding. Don't blame.
Are you familiar, Michael, with this man called Paul Saladino?
No.
Alex got all the references.
Yeah, he's looking at Google right now.
What video game were you playing?
Giving it a Googs.
What do you mean? What video game?
Your mom commented on a previous.
Mom commented on the video.
Oh, I was playing Madden.
I knew you were playing a video game while we were recording too.
Yeah, but Madden's just like it just comes.
Did you know? Did you know Michael didn't know?
Michael didn't know. Well, I was just looking straight at the TV for no reason.
Okay. Like, so there's one guy, right?
Well, okay, but I haven't even.
This is like this is like the thing where you find like one climate scientist that says climate change isn't real.
Just jumped out of that last conversation. Okay.
Right? That you find one climate scientist that says climate change isn't real. Now you find one like doctor that says the carnivore diet is best, when like the grand majority of doctors say that like optimal health can be achieved with a variety of diets, and one of the variety of diets is a vegan diet. Like, I'm not saying a vegan diet is best. I'm saying that a vegan diet can achieve the same amount of health as a balanced omnivorous diet. I'm not saying that it's best, right? So I think this is like picking out these like one doctor, these couple of doctors that say certain things are best, regardless of what they're saying. If they're saying vegan is best, or if they're saying like this weird carnivore thing is best, that's like looking at single examples versus the large like medical field, and like the majority of the people in that field that say that health can be achieved, equal health can be achieved by a variety of diets. It's the same thing as climate scientists. You know, there are a couple that go on Fox News that say climate change isn't real, but they're not the majority, right? The majority, 99.5%, like agree that there is climate change, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my take on this guy, just from looking at.
So I was actually so like I don't subscribe to this guy, both on social media or on YouTube. But I thought it's like this came up in conversation. What's up, Grace?
Are you
it got real scratchy? Don't worry about it.
Real
Let's go through. We're recording audio separately, so it won't even show up.
So anyway, I found this guy through, and I've mentioned this guy Derek before. More Plates, More Dates. Check him out on YouTube. He interviewed this guy, Paul Saladino, and he talked about, there was I can't remember which video it was that I watched, but he talked about it was for those who might not like Jordan Peterson, this video is titled Jordan Peterson and Why Paul Saladino Switched from a Vegan Diet to a Carnivore Diet. Jordan Peterson, for those who do not know, is on the carnivore diet and has been on for several years, but that's not the point. The point is
also just carnivore diet. That's not sustainable. You need like a world population of like 10 million people. Like, I mean, exactly. I don't know the exact number, but it would have to be a lot less than it is.
But anyway, one of the things that I was interested in hearing was Paul's switch from a vegan diet to a carnivore diet. And if you watch the video, he actually compliments how the vegan diet, you can get the ideal quote unquote ideal physique from a vegan diet, you can also do that through several different ways, kind of what you're talking about, Michael. And again, this is more of like a fitness, like bodybuilding type of realm that I'm speaking from. But like, you know, he talked about how there's not the same amount. And again, like, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not anything. So I guess I'm asking you these questions, Michael. Like, do you have to supplement a vegan diet because of certain neglects and certain?
I take B12. So B12 is not available in plant sources. It would be available in plant sources if there was not good washing, because it shows up in the microbes in dirt. But since there's good washing, it doesn't show up in plant sources. And
well, you think there's good washing. There's still probably some dirt in your food.
Yeah, but not like.
I know. I'm just
not at the level that you need to supplement B12, and you need to. I take a algae oil DHA, like omega-3. That being said, right? Yeah, I agree. Like, the natural human diet is not a vegan diet.
Mm-hmm.
Like the natural like human diet is an omnivorous diet, right? I think like the vegan diet is a sustainable diet that has the same level of health and ability to thrive as like what I consider the natural human diet, which would be mostly plants, right? But you know, including like animal products a little bit. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't have like a real like issue. I just really don't like it's I don't have an issue with the vegan diet at all. I don't question the health benefits, the sustainability of it, whatever. But I mean, maybe it's the American in me, but it's like, I kind of to have free will, right? To choose like we even had chickens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had chickens.
I mean, I just don't know why the free will to choose wouldn't be towards the most sustainable thing.
It's a very moral based question. It's a very moral.
Like, why wouldn't you choose to do the least harm?
There's a lot of reasons why.
Well, I do agree with you, Michael, in a sense. I agree with Michael in a sense that, you know,
we can choose not to.
Yes, humans are.
No,
humans,
we can.
Yeah, humans have the ability to adapt to whatever they consume and whatever their environment is. I do think that in my lifetime, though, and this is coming from, I don't know how you would describe me as photographer, athlete, whichever way. The amount of, I guess, emphasis on protein, meat has always been in my life like that. And I mean, it wasn't that long ago where I was literally putting. Right, but it wasn't that long ago where I was struggling to put on weight, so I literally consumed anything that was in front of me. Didn't matter what I thought of like 10 years down the line. It was just whatever was in front of me. I need to pack on weight because I wanted to play in college. And
so you'd be harder to push out of the way.
So I'd be harder to push out of the way, but also stronger in whatever nutritional sense that is. But like, I've thought about going on and this is where I think I may differ from Jordan Peterson and this man, Paul Saladino, is that I've wanted to test out the carnivore diet for a month because I almost like view it as almost a cleanse, and I've never really taken a cleanse. So maybe I'm just completely getting it wrong when I say this, but
feels like a cleanse with poison.
Feels like a cleanse. Well, poison, pick your poison, your poison.
I don't think it can be good to eat. Like, it's never good. I don't think it's ever good to eat in excess of anything. One thing. Like, it does things to like your body. Like for long periods.
Anyway, we should let Alex finish.
Well, no, I mean, like, that was was just basically it. Was that like
Okay.
I feel that there's
Like a reset.
yeah, kind of like a reset, right? And I don't want to do like a juice cleanse, because a juice cleanse isn't gonna juice cleanse.
I don't like the word cleanse. I think that like the idea of cleansing and like getting rid of toxins, that's like kind of been bunked out. Like that's not something that happens. Your body like has kidneys and removes toxins on the daily, regardless of what you're eating, right? You don't need to like cleanse it with lemon juice and maple syrup and cayenne pepper.
I think you'll have to do a cleanse if you eat meat for a week, because then you'll have an overload of toxins. I think then you'll have like an overload.
I don't even know that.
I mean, think a balanced diet is a balanced diet. That carnivorous, that diet sounds so uninteresting. I would never do that. It also seems like a lot of money. Seems like a lot of money.
Yeah. I wouldn't
spending a lot of money on meat, and also not to mention adding to the fucking food industry shit.
Well, that's why I bring up the idea of hunting, because
but you're not going to go out and hunt your deer right now, Alec. You're talking about like 15 years down the line. You want to do this carnivorous diet right now.
That comes with education, effort, and production. Yes.
Yeah, but I think it would be I think it's also right now, like because we have so complete. I feel like I'm in the middle in this conversation. We got Alec, we got Michael.
I'm not even like viewing myself as an extreme, but okay.
No. But your entertainment of this carnivorous, and you want to practice it. You have like Michael, who's never going to touch meat again in his life, or ever has, whatever. And then you have he wants to eat it every day,
and only it.
I forget where I was going with that, but
you know what I'll do. And I think I'll do this for
Michael. You need a piece of chicken. Alec, you need a salad.
No, I mean you should just. You should do the calculation on how many more.
I know. I'm kidding.
You're adding to that atmosphere.
That's where I was getting at. That's where I was getting at. But Alec, like,
I mean, because like maybe you don't care about the animals dying or whatever. Like I used to not care about the animals dying, and now it's like a real thing. Like I don't want things to die and suffer for me to do something that I don't need to do to be healthy. But before that, it was like, the carbon in the atmosphere. I bet it's a lot more carbon in the atmosphere eating a carnivorous diet.
Yes.
And when the supply,
I got kids and stuff. I mean, they gotta, they're young. They don't need that carbon in the atmosphere.
Oh, can I interject this entire conversation real quick?
Sure.
Just to let the viewers know. So for Enzo's like what, 8, 10?
He's 10.
10. Okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I bet he doesn't know how old I am. So 10 years ago,
he's not
10
here.
years ago, everything changed for Alec and I, especially me. Obviously, you guys all know that we're all related. Michael is our uncle. Everything changed for me 10 years ago. And it was when Enzo was born. And you know what happened, Michael, when Enzo was born?
You were no longer the youngest or something?
I was no longer the youngest cousin. And Enzo took my spot. There was a baby. You had a baby. And that baby knocked me down a peg. And holding the youngest spot in the food chain of our family.
Enzo and Ramona have never met the other cousins.
Well, that makes, I don't know how... Lucky me.
They only know about you guys.
Oh, it's kind of dope.
Yeah. I don't know, for some reason I'm like close with your mom, but not like Melissa.
Do you like any communication? No.
I mean, I don't have anything against her, but
it just doesn't happen. To be fair, I wish like I could do that with Alec, but I just can't escape.
You guys should try to do a vegan for a month challenge and like report back.
I'd do it for a week. Why can't I just have some eggs, bro? What's wrong with having eggs?
Like a month is like, okay, the month is just like a better tagline.
Yeah, but wait. I have one more thing and then you can go, Alec. I'm sorry. I have to get this out. what, like, I get the whole, like, everything on extremes, right? And like hurting the animal. It doesn't hurt the animal to lay an egg.
Yeah, but they're not
Giving birth
treated
doesn't
well
hurt.
when they're alive.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
not
but
talking
then
about backyard
it
chickens.
solves
I'm
the
talking
moral,
about like
it solves the moral problem if you have a well-treated chicken who
yeah,
can
yeah,
roam
and
free
like
and do their
okay,
thing.
yeah, the moral problem. I'm okay with eating eggs from backyard chickens. I haven't, but I don't have a
Would
moral
you?
problem. I don't have a moral problem with eggs from backyard chickens.
Did you eat our chicken's eggs?
No, Sandra did though.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, that's
okay. Well,
fine.
I just wanted to cover it. What
That's
about bees?
fine. It's just like
What about honey?
I eat honey. I know. A lot of vegans don't, but I eat honey. It's
So
it's
Michael
terrible.
may or may not be a fake vegan.
Yeah, I mean, some people would say I'm a vegan.
A vegan?
Yeah, because bees. It's a joke.
That's really funny.
But what I was going to say was that I think it would be beneficial for the viewers, because obviously this is a conversation that we have heavily entertained. I think more than just this one time.
Yeah. We keep coming back to me being vegan, and like no one's ever made a comment about it. I'm like, I'm baiting people to make a comment. I'm like so excited about it, and then it never happens.
So I think what I want to do is do exactly what Michael said. I want to try being a vegan for a month.
See that?
Dead
month,
ass.
Grace.
Dead ass, a month. And I want to do.
Ass means, but...
And I want. Come on, Michael.
You don't know what dead ass means?
He's old. Okay, Grace. We have to keep.
You've never
recognizing
heard that? Has none of us ever said that in front of you before?
Okay, I was making a joke. I can infer from context clues.
He
Use it in
does
a
recognize.
sentence.
And
then we'll
like
move back
you
to Alec.
Use it in a sentence.
You got to riff and stuff. It's not supposed to break the conversation like this, though.
No.
Grace,
But can you use it in a sentence?
It's like for sure.
I'm a dead ass vegan.
No. Michael, use it in a sentence and we can move on.
I can't use it in a sentence.
Why can't you use it in a sentence? Use it like repeat what Alec just said.
No.
Why?
I don't know, because you guys are gonna make fun of me for something.
No. I just want to hear you say it. It doesn't mean anything bad. It doesn't mean anything bad. Don't worry.
I'm gonna eat vegan for a month. Dead ass.
Dead ass. Dead ass.
Dead ass.
Dead ass.
No, actually,
There we go. I'm satisfied.
On a quick side tangent, we're already on a tangent, but Dad actually likes the fact that there's like 3 different generations of human beings on this podcast, and sometimes we bring up lingo, and I hope, Michael, you can share us some lingo that was in the lexicon back in the day. Anyway, but I also, getting back to the conversation though, seriously, I want to also try the carnivore diet for a month, but journal each experience
and report back.
Obviously 2 separate months.
And publish a paper.
Journal the experience and kind of retell it on this kind of a forum, or kind of do it in a live setting. Because I think it would be funny if I get the hankering for something, because I'm sure I'll get a hankering on either one of those fronts, and I'll complain about it, and you guys can just riff on me for it. So I can be the guinea pig for this. I'll be the one to do it by myself if it happens. But Grace, I think
I'm not doing anything.
You'll go carnivorous for a month?
No, absolutely. Michael will never do that. But Grace, you and I can. You were a pescatarian at one point.
I was a pescatarian, actually. I really don't eat, like, I don't eat meat that often. I'm not out here like, I need to eat meat.
Yeah, that's what you keep saying.
I really don't eat meat that often. So like,
What'd you have
to do
today?
that, what did I have today? I had eggs.
Okay.
I had cheese, but I can't give up cheese.
You can't.
I can't. I love cheese. And also, I'm on
She also likes
budget.
pasta.
I had pasta today.
Yeah, that's flour.
I already used
wheat.
This is the thing, Michael.
Pasta's made of wheat. It's a
Michael,
plant.
listen. I know. Listen. So what I do in my diet already, I don't drink dairy milk. My butter is not dairy butter. It's sunflower butter. I drink oat milk. The only two things that I leave myself to consume that are dairy are cheese. And if I get ice cream, but I have not had ice cream in a long time. Sometimes I'll just get like ice pops or something. But I love cheese. I love cheese. And then, so yeah, this morning I had an egg, cheese, bread. And then I had pasta with pesto. I love cheese.
That's you keep saying that, right?
Yeah, so I can't give up cheese. It's like my happy. Sorry. Non-negotiable. I love cheese. So I try to buffer it by having dairy alternatives, in where I can. But it also is considerably more expensive to get
dairy alternatives.
Yeah.
What about almond milk?
Because they're not subsidized.
Yeah, well, there you go. Almond milk is just as expensive as oat milk, I think. I'll double check the next time I'm at the store, actually, and I'll report back. But I do what I can where I can.
So you know what? Okay, so today is April 21st. I'm going to make this commitment, okay?
Oh, he's making promises.
May 1st, I'm gonna go to the grocery store and get vegan options and start living that way for a month.
Good for you.
Yeah. Do it.
I swear. And Michael,
this will be exciting.
Will probably need your help a little bit.
If you want to send me money for groceries, I'll do it.
I think it'll be the same cost.
I don't even want to do it.
But I will do this starting May 1st. So you heard it here on the Penn and the Pavloffs. I will be a vegan for the month of May. And then the following month, I will be a carnivore.
Cute. So now that Alec has made that promise, I think that's a really good way to wrap this up. Alec is going to give these things a try. I'll stay with my conscious choice eating habits and avoid animal products as much as I can where I can. But I do have chicken in my freezer that will need to be eaten at some point, so it doesn't go to waste, because that's even more of a bigger issue, food waste. But moving forward, so I was on the phone with Dad today, and he was telling me about how he was listening to the last episode, and he said he brought up the whole thing about me wanting to become a pilot, right? And he was like, did you know that I have family that was also pilots? I was like, really? I was like, yeah. So we also got pilots on that side of the family. Also, can I respond to a comment from a couple weeks ago? I misspoke. When I said camogie was women's cricket, I meant hurling is camogie. Women's hurling is camogie.
Hurling? I don't know what hurling is.
It's another sport. Hurling. Women's hurling. I think that's what it is. I totally misspoke. I'll look in the group chat.
Yeah, I mean, they were nice about it.
Yeah, so nice about it.
Yeah.
And I was actually so embarrassed because I told that to my friend. I was like, you said that it was this. And someone didn't come at me at all, but I was like, I look stupid. No,
that's fine.
And
what I thought was I looked up camogie a little bit after that. I guess there are mixed gender teams, so that's cool.
Oh shit. Well, you see, there you go.
Yeah, there are some.
Where is the comment?
I still don't know what hurling is.
I'm gonna stop trying to explain sports because I definitely don't know what I'm talking about. And I knew that going into that. I knew I wasn't 100% sure, but I gotta say thank you for whoever said that, because you were totally correct and you said it very respectfully.
Legend. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, are we doing some sort of like media recommendation? I've been watching Inventing Anna.
Wait, are we ending?
Oh, I thought you were wrapping it up.
Yeah, Grace. Well, I would prefer to wrap it up because I have other shit that I got to do today.
Yeah,
but
I gotta do a pickup at the grocery store.
Oh, I don't want to study.
You
want to get good marks though, like level 2+A alpha. whatever.
I got a
grades they
2-1 on
give
my
over
last
there.
assignment,
A 2-1.
which is really
Good,
good.
I guess.
A 2-1 is good.
I don't get it. But anyway, my
It's
media,
also good because, sorry, 1 second before you get on to media because I'm still talking. One good thing about the whole grading system over here is that mom and dad don't understand it. So I say it's good, but it actually is genuinely good. But I know they
really
have
bad.
I know they have no idea, but I totally have that to be like, nah, it's not. But that would be like a really big lie to like keep up because I sent mom the rubric too to like show her. So she has it, like she can revert to it because it breaks down the grading and everything
And they're
and what it
listening to
actually
this
means.
right now.
Yeah, and 2-1 is actually really good. It
Okay.
is a good, yeah. It's
I,
like,
I believe you.
thank you.
Anyway,
Mm.
my media recommendation is this podcast. Share it.
Whoa.
That's very meta.
Share it. I need well, it's not that I need. I would like our listeners to share it so that we get more listeners as well.
Yeah.
And because this has been wonderful time talking to my uncle and my sister.
See, stool.
It's a good time. Genuinely, it's a good time.
Oh yeah. My media recommendation is Inventing Anna on Netflix. It's about.
Are you still
Anna.
watching that?
Was I watching it last time?
I think you mentioned this another time, or we talked about it one time.
Oh well, maybe I just finished it. It was
Oh,
real good. Yeah.
it's real good.
So if you need something else, I would say like Taylor Tomlinson's Netflix comedy special. It's good. She's really good.
What about the John Wayne Gacy tapes that just came out on Netflix? That's my second media recommendation, even though I haven't seen a single thing of it yet. But Grace, with all the headroom in the world, what is your media recommendation?
Season 3 of Dairy Girls just came out. I have not been able to watch it because it's not on Netflix yet, but y'all should watch it. It's a like sitcom kind of TV show based in Northern Ireland where I go to school. The girls are from Derry, which is up north.
Do they live on a dairy farm?
No, it's not Derry. It's DRRY.
Oh.
But it's written by a Queen's alumni. It's a really good show. You get a lot of like cultural, like it's like not super like, well, it's very like kind of accurate, I guess, from what I've heard from like people who are like from there and stuff and like who live in Northern Ireland, but it's really funny, really good sense of humor. You get to hear the Northern Irish accent. It's a pretty fun time. And they're really funny and they actually filmed part of the season here in Belfast.
Oh, that's great.
And right down the street for me, actually.
Yeah.
So that's my media recommendation.
Well, that was great, guys. Hopefully Aleksei like edits out all the part that was super boring at the beginning.
What? Super boring at the beginning?
That was not
super boring at the beginning. There was like lots of
it was my story at the beginning.
Well, no, not that. There was like this part in the middle. Maybe it was in the middle then where just nothing was happening before I started talking about types of fun. Anyway.
Whoa. Yeah.
Your story.
Anywho.
My story was really good.
We will wrap up this podcast right now. We appreciate everybody for listening, of course. Grace, do not cough into the mic. But with that all being said, we love your faces. I don't mean to take that from someone. I'm probably taken from someone already.
I don't even say that because you can't even see their faces.
Well, I just love the people. I love the people. Anyway, this has been the Penn and the Pavloffs. This is me, Aleksei Pavlov. I'm here with Michael Penn, face palming his head, and again with Grace Pavlov, with all the headroom in the world. It's like 5 feet of headroom.
Yeah, he means you're not framed very well.
You're not framed very well. Speaking from a photographer. Anyway, share, like, comment. I'll see you next time.
Deuces.